Hi, in this video we're going to look at expressions that are guaranteed to represent even or odd numbers. Now, in general, we know that if we were to have an even number and we added an even number, then even plus even is always going to be even. For example, if we had 2, which is an even number, plus 6, which is an even number, 2 plus 6 is 8, which is also an even number. But if you had even plus odd, for example, 2 plus 3, that's 5, which is not an even number, so that's going to be odd, isn't it? And then finally, if you were to have odd plus odd, for example, 3 plus 5 is 8, which is an even number, so that one would be even. Yep. Now, let's look at these different examples. We've got 10m minus 5, and we're told that m and n are integers. Integer just means whole number. Now, if we have 10 times a whole number, because 10 itself is even times a whole number is going to be even. Yeah? If I have 10 times a whole number, let's just do it down here. If I do 10 times any whole number, like 10 times 3, it's 30, that is even. 10 times 4, that's 40, that's even. And that's because 10 is even, and even times any number is going to be even. So the 10m is even, I'm going to put a tick, but we're subtracting 5, which is an odd number. Instead of a tick, I'm going to put even, and we're subtracting an odd number. Now, even minus odd is the same as even plus odd, in terms of whether you get an even or an odd result. So it's going to be odd. Even minus odd is going to be odd. And then therefore, basically, this can't guarantee to be even because we said actually it's going to be odd. So this one is odd. It's not guaranteed to be even. So that's going to be a cross. The next one. Now, this is 5 times something, which could actually be odd or even. You don't know because, for example, if n was 2, you'd have 2 squared, which is 4. 4 times 5 is 20, which is even. But if n was, say, an odd number like 3 squared is 9 times 5 is 45, and that is odd. So we don't know. So this is actually a sort of question mark. We don't know whether it's even or odd, and we're subtracting an odd number, and we don't know what that's going to be. So that's a kind of a mystery. So we can't guarantee that's going to be an even number. Now, the next one is easier because 10 has a factor of 2, so it is even, and we're subtracting 8, which is an even number. And basically, if both, if both of the numbers we're adding or subtracting are even, or they're both odd, then we know that you're going to get an even result. So this one is even, that's okay. Let's slightly speed up with these other ones. 8n squared, that's guaranteed to be even because you've got 8 times the number. Even times anything is going to be even. So it's an even plus an odd, but we said even plus odd is odd. So therefore, this one is not an example. Remember, we have to have even plus even or even minus even, or they both have to be odd. So odd plus odd or odd minus odd to get an even number. Now, 10's an even number, 4's an even number. So this one is guaranteed to be even. And then the last one, it's 4 times something. 4's an even number. And the 2's an even number. Even plus even is even. So that one is guaranteed to be even. Now, what about things which represent odd numbers? So this first one here, this is a bit harder because, as I said before, we don't know whether this is going to be odd or even. Because, for example, if n squared was even, you'd have even times odd, which is even. But if n squared was odd, you have odd times odd, which is odd. So you don't know. So basically, we can guarantee that something is even if it's an even number times something. But we don't necessarily know where it's going to be odd unless you just have an odd number on its own like that. So that's odd, etc. This first one here, 5n squared, we said we don't know whether it's odd or even, but we're subtracting an even number, and that's going to be unknown. So we can't guarantee that that is odd. So that's a cross. The next one, this we can guarantee it's even because it's 4 times something. That's guaranteed to be an even number. and we're adding 1, which is an odd number. And we saw earlier that even plus odd is odd, so that one can be guaranteed to be an odd number. The next one, this is 4 times something. That 4 has a factor of 2, so that's guaranteed to be even. And even minus odd, let's put that, even minus odd, we know is going to be odd. So that one is okay. It's guaranteed to be odd. The next one, m squared, we don't know whether that's odd or even. If m was like an odd number, 1, like 1 squared is 1, which is odd. If m was an even number, like 2, 2 squared is 4, which is even. So we don't know whether that's odd or even. So that's a question mark. And question mark minus even is question mark. We don't know whether it's odd or even. So that is a cross. The next one, 10m, is guaranteed to be even because the 10 has a factor of 2. And then it's even minus even. Now, even minus even is even, so it's not going to be odd. So that one is cross. The next one, it's 10 times something. 10 is even, and 4 is even. So we've got even plus even, which is even. So it's not that one. And then finally, we've got even minus even again, which is even. So it's not that one.